Gen Z calling the Nike Air Force One a dad shoe is wild. Like that's not just the sneaker, that's history. And that's like calling jeans basic. Yeah, because they work, not because everything needs to be loud to be good. It feels less like the shoe fell off and more like people just got bored. I have something and th that just really never missed. So is it a dad shoe or just a victim of being too consistent? Certainly a victim of being too consistent. That is absolutely outrageous. I haven't seen this, but that would actually kind of tick me off of like,
I thought it would.
dude, are we dead ass calling the Air Force One? And I honestly, John, I feel like I have every right to hate on the Air Force One at the moment because I am convinced that's where my plantar fasciitis started recently. Completely healed, by the way. If you ever, just quick little snippet, if
Yeah.
you ever get plantar fasciitis, just find some type of ball to roll your foot on.
Oh yeah.
Just do it. Like the pain will be tough, but it's good pain. You'll love yourself for it because it'll get
Yeah.
better after about 2 weeks. And that's what happened
Yeah.
with me. Don't really have it anymore, knock on wood. But anyways, Air Force One, quality shoe. And then
Hmm.
all of the different, designs for it that you can get, you can make customs. It's always been like a classic shoe that you can pair with really
Hmm.
anything. Like it's
Yeah.
comfortable. Um, it fits. Like I can't why 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 are we doing this? Let's keep it to um, what are the other Nikes? The Nike like the
The
genuine dad shoe. Is it the
I don't even know.
what are those bad
The
boys called?
the
Um,
they're not the Tiempos, right? Is it? No.
no,
Let's see.
Nike dad shoe. An effort on this real quick.
The
Oh, it's
Monarchs.
Monarchs. Yeah. If you newer generations, if you want to see a dad shoe, look at those bad boys. Those are put your blue jean shorts on, get the lawnmower revved up, hit the lawn, full force. That's the Monarchs.
Uh,
That's a classic shoe, and it hasn't lost its grit. Along
mhm.
the way, it certainly has the grit of a father doing
Yeah.
weekend chores, and that's the best thing. But never are we seeing dads wear Air Forces to do chores. Now, this could be an issue of maybe we're getting that old, John,
Yeah.
being millennials, that, we would wear Air Forces to do chores around the
Mhm.
house. Um, and maybe that's the issue, is like we're sticking with our classics, and now the Air Forces are being influenced into a category of the Monarchs. I think it's an absolute shame and it's a travesty because there's a big yeah, this is going to be a get off my lawn moment for us. This is real bad.
Yeah, I saw that today, and when I read it, I was just like, I gotta share this with Tim because I feel like Tim has a certain way. I- I'll say I've only owned maybe two pairs of Air Forces, and that was like in my younger years. I haven't owned any since because I've owned more Jordans, and for me, like you mentioned, what our generation does with Air Forces, we use it for everything now. I use my Jordans for everything. I've been painting, and I've had some of my Jordan 1 lows that I've just been using and painting. And
Mhm.
like I say, I'm at a point where I don't care about the creases. I let them get creased. So I'll crease them in front of these youngsters and let them squirm. But it's like they're shoes. They're meant to be worn. I like the comfortness of the Jordan ones. Same with the Air Forces, but yeah, when I read that they're thinking this is a dad shoe, I'm like, get the hell out of here. I'm like, they are nothing close to
Yeah.
those other Nikes. They're nothing close to the New Balances that, are the official dad shoes. Like, if you think Air Forces are that, like, you guys are smoking some good stuff. I don't know what you guys want. Like, how flashy does it need to be? Like, you see someone in all black Nike Air Force Ones, you better watch out. Don't mess with that guy. You gotta just stay out of his way.
Yeah. Like you don't want to cross somebody who seems like they're in a bad mood while wearing black Air Forces. Like they have nothing to lose, they'll beat the
Yeah.
crap out of you. That's the motto behind black
Uh,
Air Forces. And I think that's why, like, a guy like Mike Tomlin, I think, gifted the entire Steelers team a pair of black Air Forces
Yeah.
because he wanted, we're going to go in there, we're going to kick your ass this week.
Yeah.
And I appreciated it. I thought it was
Yeah.
great. And sounds like something our generation would do. Mike
Hmm.
Tomlin, I think he's from a generation before, but I respect it.
Yeah.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're doing this. And you know, it's going to be inevitable. I think maybe a handful of times now, John, just from doing this podcast and bantering back and forth with people who maybe don't agree with our takes. I think I've probably been called Unc once or twice now.
Oh,
And
dang.
it's like too soon. Like, yes, I
Oh.
am technically an uncle, but I'm not an unk, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's like neither are you, John. That's for your mid to late 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
Then you can call people unk.
Uh,
This is
I'm
we're
getting
not.
there. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm about to hit 40 this year or next year. I'm like, I'm getting there.
It's just crazy just to have that, coinciding with Air Forces. There's no way. I refuse to believe it. Anybody who says otherwise, just go take a look at a pair of mid 90s New Balances or the Monarchs and you'll
Yeah.
you'll change your mind because the Air
Yeah.
Forces are yes, they are a classic, but they're far from
Yeah.
like anything. Mid 2000s. Look up any music video from like hip hop or
Oh
rap.
yeah.
They're
I'll tell you
wearing
what.
Air Forces.
Yeah.
Like that you cannot say that's a dad
Yeah.
shoe.
Hmm.
Like they're not repping Monarchs in those
Yeah.
videos.
No, for sure. It's like, yeah, th those aren't dad shoes. Like I say, I know everybody likes the pizzazz. It's a word I've noticed myself saying a lot today. I don't know
Yeah.
why I'm saying it, but
Solid word. Solid
like
word.
the flashiness, like the colors, like how crazy some of these shoes get. There are some that I really do like how they look, but then there's some I'm like, "Ugh, why are you guys wearing that shit? Like it doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't
Yep.
match any clothes. Like you're wearing the most ridiculous outfits." So it's like, but the Air Forces, the all white, man, you could wear that to a dress, like a dress event. You'll be solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could wear the all blacks with a suit, and people will probably think you're wearing dress shoes because they're just
Yeah.
that clean. And if you don't like the all white, just get like a nice little color on the swoosh, blue, orange, red, whatever it goes with, matches so much clothes. So, like I say, and it's a good everyday shoe. You could walk with it, you could do house chores with it. Like I don't get why this post was there. I saw it on Instagram, and like I say, how accurate it is, it sounds like something that Gen Z would say that they are dad shoes now.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, this is a real shame. I'm seeing I'm on Reddit currently with this topic. It took its way to Reddit.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's
So
bad
so
news
it's
bears.
legit. It's
It's
legit.
growing. It's growing. I see a picture of Michael Jordan, and then the slogan on it says "F them kids." With
Yeah.
the newer generations calling these Air Force Ones dad shoes. Yeah, see, this guy, he's got it. He says, I beg your best fucking pardon. Those white New Balance shoes are a dad shoes, not Air Force Ones. Thank you. Look
Yeah.
up New Balances.
Hmm.
Look up the Monarchs.
Yeah.
Dad shoes. Like Air Forces will never be considered a dad shoe. Like, what do they call them? The Nike Quartz, I think, something like that. It's like I think a step below an Air Force, maybe like not quite such a
Hmm.
big sole.
Yeah.
Those I think would be slightly closer, just because they're not quite an Air
Yeah.
Force.
I think
Um,
they're the more tennis type shoe.
Correct. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep, I could see that a bit more.
Hmm.
Certainly not this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I say, if you get those net, I looked it up, the New Balance 608s, those are the legit dad shoes. Like
those bad boys.
those bad
Yep.
boys. If you get it in that navy blue, for sure. You got to be called the dad for that one. If you
Yep.
get a different colorway, maybe you get away with it, but Yeah, I it doesn't make sense. It getting to Reddit shows that it's gonna be pissing people off, and I could tell it got to you, Tim. It got under your skin that that take.
Yeah. Yeah, no, those New Balance 608 shoes, um, if you can buy them at Kohl's,
Oh yeah,
we're gonna call them a dad shoe.
yeah.
Those are let me put the burgers on the grill today, son, shoes. Those are do you want your buns toasted on the grill shoe. It's outrageous.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, it's come on. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. I
Don't
don't.
do that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're looking for in shoes. Like I say, and like I say, the shoe game. I don't know if you heard Tim or you saw Rich Paul talk about it. I
Nope.
saw someone else talk about it. I forget who. But there is rumor or the sayings that basketball shoes, like player shoes, aren't as popular. They're not making the same amount as money. And some people are saying it's just there's so many player exclusive shoes that it's just so hard to really pick. Um, and honestly, for me, they're just not as interesting as they were before. Like I say, there's always some
Mhm.
cool silhouettes that come out. I think we talked about it, the Ja Morant's, the Jurassic Park ones. Those look pretty cool.
Yep.
But in all honesty, am I really ever gonna wear them? No, I'm not gonna buy them. I just think they're cool though. Like I
Yeah.
say, if I really want to be all Jurassic Parked out, maybe I'll buy them. But it's like I'm never gonna have to need it for any of that. So it's like the one silhouette that's always gonna be popular: Jordan, Kobe's, and then maybe some LeBrons. LeBrons for me aren't. I'm not a fan of them. I don't like the way they
Uh-huh.
look. But the Kobe's and the Jordans, those are the only two silhouettes I'm like, those are fire.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Those are my two biggest brands of shoes I have. But I do own, no shame in this either. Some crazy looking like colored shoes. Like I do have, dude, John, I think I have three pairs of LeBrons.
Oh yeah. Oh dang.
Jen hates it. She, if I
Does
put
she?
those bad boys on, she's like, what the F are you doing?" You know, I have a pair of the all reds from
Oh
his
dang.
second to newest model.
Hmm.
I have a different, and then I have like the all grays. Yeah, no, I went crazy with them. Got them at a good price and the resale
Okay.
value. I kind of checked that. I'm like, you know what? If I'm repping these bad boys and they want 200 on StockX for them, I'm
Yeah.
gonna feel pretty good about the selection.
Yeah.
And then I even own a pair of Lamellos. The
Oh,
must, yeah,
the Pumas? I was about to say the
yeah.
Ball Brother ones.
Those get a little crazy. I wish. That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, the big baller brand.
The big baller
Um,
brand.
and growing up, like I've owned like remember those T-Max, the really shiny T-Max?
Oh, those are sick though.
Those were badass. I
Yeah.
so I owned the red, the black, and the blues of
Yeah.
those. Like those were my favorite. But back then I was actually in a league and playing.
Yeah.
That was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
And then I was also a big fan of throwing it back. It's turned into shoe talk here. Remember the pro models, the Adidas Pro models?
Hmm.
If you were a mid 2000s hooper,
Yeah.
you wanted a pair of pro models.
Yeah.
Those were really big time for a minute. And I really liked those too back in the day. Nowadays, there's no way I would have any purpose wearing a pro model. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. But yeah, mid 2000s hoops, like if you know
Yeah.
about the pro models, those are classic.
Yeah, those were classics. Like I say, if you go back to the shoe game, like let's say the Jordans are the popular ones, the Kobe's, man, back in the 90s, early 2000s, Allen Iverson's, the Reeboks, man.
Oh, the
If you don't
zipper? I had a pair of
yeah,
those.
both of them, the zippers and like the
Mhm.
honeycomb ones. Like if you don't have those, man, you weren't cool. Like I
Yeah,
say, you were like crying to your mom, I need these shoes, please.
hell
Everybody
yeah.
had them.
You know what was another good one, John, was I owned a pair of the Carmelos, the felt
Okay.
ones, the black and light
Yeah.
blue. Those were
Yeah.
solid. Because that was a
Yeah.
Jordan collab as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything Jordan collab was always pretty solid.
Yep.
Um, I say that the newer shoes, I I'm not a fan of too many of them, honestly, unless they're like Kobe type of player edition kinds or Jordans. Not the biggest fans. Like KD, honestly, the only KDs I liked were the KD 10s. The ones that were like knit.
Okay. Yep.
Those were like some of the shoes that if I could still get some, I will, just because they're the ones I like the most. Um,
Yeah.
Steph Curry's, I'm not trying to be a hater on Steph, but I was never a fan of his
No,
Under Armour
likewise.
ones.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if he gets a new deal with someone, they'll be a little bit better.
Hmm.
Um, I'm looking right now at like some of the big ones. Harden's, never a fan of Harden's shoes.
No. Sabrina has a good
The
shoe.
yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah. I like those a lot.
Nikola Jokic shoes, if you look at his,
Uh-huh.
those are pretty cool. I haven't bought any because, like I said, I just don't ball anymore, so it's not really worth my money.
Yep.
Um,
Those are nice. The
but
Tatums,
the
Jason
Tatum's,
Tatums, those are
yeah,
pretty decently popular.
yeah. But like I said,
Um,
you know, like I said, Sabrina's remind me of like the Kobe's.
they do. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I like them is for that reference as
yeah,
well. Yeah, those are solid.
yeah. Yeah, I think my craziest shoes, basketball shoes that I own right now still are the Russell Westbrook why not? It's just this crazy
Oh,
colorway that has like it looks like five different shoes into one. Just like a Frankenstein of shoes.
love that.
Yeah. Do you remember
Love that.
the Adidas Kobe's, the one that had like no laces, like looked like a
Yeah.
spaceship?
You know,
Those
I've
are
Ross
Ross.
sells those.
Oh,
They
okay.
they 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 got them every once in a while. Contemplating buying a pair, but I'm like, how am I going to wear these bricks? You know, because
Back
they look
back in
that
the
way.
day
Great
though,
stuff.
they were popular.
Oh, extremely.
I don't think I ever owned that pair, but I was always like, man, those looks pretty sweet.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I even had a pair of those high top Kobe's at one point.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
Decent year for him, but the low top,
Hmm.
towards the end of his career, those are my faves. Those are
Yeah.
phenomenal shoes.
Yeah, I'm going through some of these it's on ESPN. I'm at the Garnets. The Garnets are okay. Trying to think, run our tests. T Max shoes. Tracy McGrady shoes are always pretty solid.
Those were great. Love those.
Yeah.
Who else
But
did I
like I
have?
say, I feel like back then it was very hard to get like your own shoe. Where now I feel like everybody coming into the NBA, if you're a top five within that top five, you're getting your own player exclusive shoe. And like I
Yep.
said, it's not as valuable. Like I said, the only thing that's still just up there are the Jordans.
Yep. For sure. No, I agree. Do you like the Anthony Edwards shoes? They're different.
Somewhat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a fan. The Sean
Lukas are
Kemp
kind of
ones.
clean.
Yeah.
Sean
You remember
Kemp.
the Sean Kemp ones back in the 90s?
You gotta look those bad boys
The
up.
Reebok. They're like the zigzag. Those I remember those.
Oh yeah. That kind of looked like the Shaq shoes a bit, right?
Yeah.
When Shaq had that collab with Nike way back
Yeah.
when.
Hmm.
And then he came out with his Shaq brand shoes that
Yeah. You buy a
they're
Walmart.
like, yeah, exactly. It's like,
Hey,
oh, those Jordans. No, these are the Shaqs.
but that dude's making money off of that. Like I said,
Oh, he is.
you can't blame him for what he's done.
Those things are some clod hoppers right there.
Yeah.
Shaq shoes, man. Yeah, those sorry, they're the Reebok Shaq shoes is what I
Yeah.
was thinking. That look a lot like the Sean Kemp's.
Uh-huh.
Solid. Yeah, on Flight Club, they want 410 bucks for those things.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a pretty penny for those classics. It's a cool shoe back in the day, though.
Yeah. No, yeah, but that's sort of like you know, we got into some shoe talk with all this,
Love it.
but yeah, Gen Z calling the Air Force Ones, man,
Stop it.
They gotta stop.
Stop it. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. You're cut off.
Yeah.
You're done.
But